Just want to see what happens when I log into your account. Oh yeah, so I can control it as if I'm you, which is good.
Hi, good morning. Nice. Morning. I know, I missed you guys so much last week. Oh yeah, I was like, I don't remember where I was, but I was flying back from Florida from like a week-long job. So I'm so happy to be back. And I'm just so happy to be home too. I was gone from January 2nd through Sunday, January 8th. And yeah, it was a long time, you know? But it was a great trip and very busy, like really, really busy. But I got to see my best friend who lives in Florida, so that was a win. But yeah, I'm happy to be back and joining you guys on Sunday, and thank you for joining me and keeping me company. Sorry if I sound funny, just rubbing this lotion on my neck. But I'm fresh out of the shower. I just put a serum on when I was in my bathroom, and now I'm just finishing up my skin prep with the LMS Pro Collagen Hydrating Day Cream. I've used this before, like maybe like 2 years ago, and I used the entire thing up. I loved it so much. And then the brand, they're really good to me. They send me like their cleansing balm, and like they send me like their PR mailer. So I got this in the mail just recently, and I'm just so happy to have this restocked. I forgot how much I liked it. So any makeup tips for really dry, cracked skin? I mean, forget the makeup tips, just get your skin like super hydrated. Thank you so much. Super hydrated, and get like a good like occlusive on you. Like get your serums on, get your moisturizer on, and then like seal that in with like Aquaphor or something. If your skin's like cracked, it's so dry, you might want to just forget about makeup for a little bit and just focus on getting the most hydration and moisture you possibly can. Okay, so that is on. I need a new sunscreen. I'm out of like all my sunscreens that I liked, which is such a bummer. So I need to place an order and get some sunscreens again. But do I have one laying around here? Shoot, I don't. I just have this one from Trader Joe's. So I'm just gonna add this to finish my skin prep. It's got SPF 50 in it. I don't do facials, or I don't get facials often, but I do facials on myself very often, like probably once a week. One of my favorite masks I use is from Caudalie. It's like their vitamin C. It comes in like a green tube. That's like one of my all-time favorites. Any tips on mascara not bleeding under the eye throughout the day? Yes, don't get the tips of your lashes on the bottom, just get the root. So you have like that mascara look, but you don't have it on the tips of your lashes. That's gonna prevent a lot of the transfer, because the transfer is coming from like the tips of your lashes. So don't overload your bottom lashes with too much mascara, because throughout the day it's just kind of inevitable that it's gonna transfer. You could also do a waterproof mascara just on the bottom lashes. That'll of course keep them on much longer. And then there's one more tip too. If you just take a little bit of loose powder and you just dust it on the bottom lashes on the tips only, that's gonna help you so much. Oh, hi Brittany. Yes, I did repost your story. That was just so sweet, and that was such a nice message. And I'm all about like the love and support on the internet, so thank you so much. And you dermaplane yourself, that's awesome. I need to do that again soon. So this is gonna be drugstore only. I'm not gonna use any fancy brands. It's gonna be literally all drugstore. So I'm really excited for that. And for foundation, I think I'm gonna mix these two. I'm gonna mix the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Linen with the L'Oreal True Match in, it's shade 4.5 to 5.5 Rich Medium. So one's got more of like a matte finish, which is the e.l.f., and then the other one has a much more glowy finish. I'm just gonna mix one pump of each. So what's everyone doing this Sunday? What are you guys up to? Is it raining where you're at? It's been raining like all weekend in LA, which is sad. I don't like the rain. And I have a little tea because my voice is like very hoarse right now. Hi, Brittany. I miss you so much. That tea was so hot. I just burnt my teeth. Okay, I'm gonna get my foundation on. Literally burnt my teeth just now. In bed, home from emergency surgery. What happened to you? That's awful. I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. I'm gonna be anxiously awaiting you to tell me what happened. Is that e.l.f. foundation actually good? It's fine. I'm really using it because this is like I said, it's an all drugstore makeup look. And I don't know if any of you saw my full face of e.l.f. cosmetics like a couple months ago at least, maybe like 6 months ago at this point on my YouTube channel. I used that foundation. I actually was impressed with the way it sat on my skin and the way it looked. And the only thing I didn't really love was just the color. I think all the colors just lean way too yellow, which is unfortunate. But that's why I mixed it with the True Match, because I know I love this drugstore foundation. This is like a cross between Armani Luminous Silk and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush, or sorry, Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is like, if those two foundations had a baby, this would be it. And it's obviously incredibly inexpensive because it's L'Oreal. Obstruction in lower intestine. Oh my God. From diverticulitis. Wow, that sounds major. I'm so sorry. I'm so happy to hear that you're okay and you're home recovering. That's really scary. You should do some online shopping to treat yourself. Make yourself feel better. Makeup Newbie, the most natural foundation in your opinion is the Lady Gaga. Good. I love that one. I have a whole review on that foundation on my channel. You should definitely check it out. The NARS one is amazing as well. I literally just used that in a video that I filmed yesterday, which will be up probably in a couple weeks. If you want more of a natural finish, I would go for the NARS though. So just to answer your question quickly. So my foundation's on. Let's do some cream bronzer. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Honey Drip. Sorry about my clearing my throat. I'm so happy you're home and on the road to recovery and watching my live with me or hanging out with me. So I'm going to buff this e.l.f. Putty Bronzer on with a 107 brush from BK Beauty. It's like a nice fluffy brush, but it's pretty dense too. So it's going to kind of get this done quick. It's going to like apply it, but then also blend it out at the same time. So I'm just going to warm up my skin with this. I love my forehead to be much more bronze than the rest of my face, so I kind of go crazy with the bronzer on my forehead. So what else is everyone doing today? I have to take down my Christmas tree after this live. And before you judge me, because I know it's January 15th, so before you judge me, I know it's been up for a long time and I should have taken it down like the week or even like on my birthday. My birthday was a couple weeks ago. I should have taken it down then when I had like the day off and I had the opportunity. But my husband was like, no, it's so pretty and it's so like beautiful at night when it's lit up. And it is like, it's like magical. Like I love my Christmas tree so much. I know it sounds really stupid, but it's just one of those things. Like when I open the front door and I walk, when I'm home and I get in the front door, it's like, it's the first thing that I see. And it's just this beautiful, happy, lit up, sparkling Christmas tree. So, you know, it's hard to take it down. I don't know if you guys, you know, celebrate Christmas, or if you do, did you get a tree? And how long did it take you to take that down, if that's the case? Like, are you the type of person that takes it down December 26th? Like my mom was always taking down my Christmas tree like the next day or that night, honestly, after my sister and I went to bed. And it used to just kill my sister and I. Gotta go live and edit some videos. Nice, Brittany. That is A lot of work. I have so many videos to edit. I can't even tell you. I really can't even tell you. It's like they're filling my camera roll and they're haunting me. Yes, I'm gonna be so sad when I take that tree down. Wendy, you just took your tree down too? Okay, that makes me feel better. Yours was up for 15 days. Okay. Yours is up too. That makes me feel so much better. I was starting to feel like a real, like just lazy, you know, like, but in my defense, I was gone for the first entire week of January. So that's my excuse. And I'm gonna stick to it. And then my husband didn't want me to take it down when I was ready to take it down. So it's his fault too. So I'm gonna take some of the more of this putty bronzer and just contour my eyes. And then bring it down the side of my nose. And then how's everyone's year been so far? We're about 2 weeks into the new year, which is crazy. This month is gonna go by so fast. But so far it's been good. Just really, really busy, which I'm grateful for. I'd rather like have a busy start to my new year than a slow start. So blending this out. And this is a blending brush from BK Beauty. It's a 201 brush. It's like a large blending brush. This is great for the crease. Okay, so happy with that.
What shade of bronzer are you using?
Oh, Honey Drip is the bronzer I'm using. I'm gonna wipe off my lip balm because I want to do one of my favorite things, which is shade my lips and define them with this putty bronzer. It's gonna look really funky for a little bit. Sorry, I have the worst allergies on earth. And there's something about like wind and rain that just really messes me up. Like I'll go outside and my eyes are a mess. Like my eyes are itchy and watery. My nose runs. It's just not good.
Do you have a code with BK Beauty?
Do I what?
Do you have a code with BK Beauty?
I think I do, actually. I have to find it. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure I do. If I don't, I know I could reach out and get one. So maybe hang tight and let me reach out to them and double check. Because I'm pretty sure that I do, to be honest. Have you been impacted by the rains? No. Yes and no. Mentally, yes. Like mentally, I don't like the rain at all. So, I don't like gloomy days. I don't like rainy days at all. So mentally, yes. Like physically, like other people, no, I have not. Thank God. We're so thankful. Like Santa Barbara has been hit so bad with floods. Santa Cruz, insane floods. Like all of like Northern California is really messed up. I'm in Southern California, so I'm not, it's bad, but you know, it's not dangerous is what I should say.
How about the Makeup by Mara foundation for normal to dry skin?
Normal to dry skin, excellent. I would definitely suggest giving it a shot. Oh, sorry. I apparently have to repeat the question. I promise I'm getting better at this every single time I do it. I don't know if you've noticed. But side note, I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Sand. I'm just going to tap it in with my Paw sponge that are linked in my Amazon favorites video, finally. What was the question?
How about the Makeup by Mario?
Hi, Carly. So the Makeup by Mario foundation, someone was asking if it would be good for normal to dry. I definitely think it would be good for normal to dry. I think, like in the video I talked about, I have a whole review on that foundation in case you missed it. It's up on my channel, but for me, I have normal to oily skin, but I really do lean oily, and it just wasn't an ideal feeling for me. Like I didn't love the finish. I like the finish. I should say that. I didn't like the feeling on my skin. It felt very sticky. Like I had like a sticky sunscreen on my face, which I didn't enjoy personally. So I did say in the video that I think it would be good for more normal to dry or mature skin, because I think that extra bit of moisture that foundation has would be a really nice formula for those skin types.
What order did you use the e.l.f. brightener pen in camo concealer?
What order did I what?
Did you use the e.l.f. brightener pen in camo concealer?
I didn't use the brightener pen because I couldn't find it. To be honest, I was trying to find it before this live and I couldn't find it.
That was Aaron.
Otherwise, I would have used it. Okay, so just tapping that in. And this Papa sponge is just really, really slightly damp. So it's not sopping wet. It's just lightly damped or dampened. And I'm just tapping that in. And now, let's do some blush. I don't know if you guys know this, but the brand UOMA Beauty is now in Walmart. And I didn't realize that until I like literally was walking down the makeup aisles at Walmart and I saw all of UOMA Beauty there. I didn't get this at Walmart though. I saw it there. The brand I've gotten this from the brand. So I have an eyeshadow palette. Actually, I have a couple eyeshadow palettes and cream blushes, which I'm super excited to try out. So I'm going to try on the Flawless in Real Life blush in Audacity. What was the question about Target? Ooh, that's pigmented. Wow, wasn't expecting that. hold on.
I think this might be your Target purse. You were dying to know.
Oh yeah, that plastic purse I had in my Target shopping video. I got so many questions about that purse. My mom got me from Forever 21. Like last summer. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I like that you're saying hi to each other. I like that we kind of all, like some of us know each other on social. It's like cheers over here. It's nice to see familiar faces and recognize each other's like handles and stuff. It's sweet. So I'm here for this drugstore look too so far. I'm really liking how all this is turning out and how it's sitting on my skin. But I have tried all these products before, so I know going into it like what to expect. Except for the blush, I'd only like swatched on my hand. But it's very pigmented. Yes, I love drugstore too. The foundation, and by the way, I'll make sure I'll link, or I'll leave the colors and the products I'm using in the description. So if you missed it or if you're joining me late, don't worry, it's all gonna be listed. There's dogs barking outside my studio right now. It's a Sunday morning. It's kind of like chaotic. Everyone's like out because it's not raining at this moment. So you might hear a lot of background noise. The brand of the blush is UOMA Beauty. This was it, Carly. It's super pretty, like really pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Honest Beauty blushes. Same with like the container too, like this packaging is exactly like that too. So I got a new powder that I'm really excited to try. I have not tried this yet, but I know that a lot of people love this Fit Me powder. I don't know if any of you have tried this that are watching this right now. If you have tried it, let me know if you have any tips on how to apply it or like the best ways to apply it. I got the shade 130 Buff Beige, and so it's supposed to be a mattifying powder. It's also supposed to give you like a flawless, more like poreless finish to your skin. So I'm really excited to try it for those reasons. I think I'm going to start out by applying it with a brush to be safe. Oh, you have them all? Dang, okay. That must mean you really like it. Well, hopefully you think I got a good color. So I'm going to apply it first with this old Morphe M438 brush, which by the way, oh wow, this is nice. Has everyone heard about Morphe filing for bankruptcy? How crazy is that? Oh, Carly, these do remind me of Tower 28. Yes, that's right. They're like exactly like that. That cream blush. I'm gonna do one side entirely, just so we can see the difference. I love a lot of Morphe brushes too. Yeah, the Morphe news is really, really wild. Like, did not see that coming at all. I mean, Morphe reminds me of like back when I was first building my kits, and it was this like dream store. Like it was like heaven for makeup artists when they were just starting out, or not even just starting out, but just like makeup artists didn't have like a ton of money to stock their kit with like expensive brushes. Like MAC brushes back in the day were such a fortune. I mean, they're still expensive, but like now it's like all brushes are expensive, so it doesn't, you know, it's not like a big deal. But sorry, this blush got really patchy all of a sudden. Wow. Anyway, it's just sad that they're closing and you can't actually go into a physical store anymore, and they're literally filing for bankruptcy. So I'm assuming that that's it. Like they're not going to come back from that. So I don't know. It's just crazy. Very crazy. Wow. Okay, so I'm not sure I like this blush, to be honest. This got super patchy out of nowhere. What a bummer. I'm not even sure how I'm going to fix that disaster, to be honest. Let's go over it with our foundation brush and like re-blend it out. But wow, that got really patchy. Okay. I don't love this blush. I don't recommend this. I'm just going to openly say that. If you end up buying this, I warned you. Because it's not blending out well at all now. It's like getting just crazy patchy. Okay, we're going to leave it alone for a minute so we can move on to funner things. But wow, what a bummer. Yeah, the milk blushes are really good. But I'm sticking to Drugstore for this live. This is going to be all Drugstore no matter what. So even if things get patchy and crazy like they just did, we're going to stick it out. So let's talk about the difference between this powdered side with the Fit Me powder and the not powdered side. It's definitely like, obviously I'm glowy because I don't have powder on this side of my face, but I feel like this area that I powdered is nice and smooth and looks really good. And like it feels nice too. It doesn't feel like a heavy drugstore powder. So I kind of like this. I have tried the Tower 28 blushes. I just haven't like, I don't know. I haven't like really like used them like on a consistent basis, which I will now. I'll definitely give them a try. If you love them, I'll get them a try. Like another try. Okay, I'm gonna set this side of my face now so we can move on to some drugstore eye makeup. I love this KVD brush too, Carly. It's the best, honestly. Love that brush. Such a good multitasker. Okay, so I'm just setting the rest of my face. So I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm kind of on the fence about using the UOMA Beauty eyeshadow palette that I have, just based on what happened with the blush, but maybe I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't judge it based on that experience. But I also have this Revlon Color Stay Maverick palette. It's really pretty. Good neutrals. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for the UOMA Beauty. What do you think? No? What do you guys think?
I can do a poll.
Help me. I need to decide which one.
Which eyeshadow?
Mm-hmm. Guys, I also have this lip that I really want to try for this look. It's the NYX, or sorry, it's the NYX. I can't stop saying NYX. I don't know why. What is my problem? I gotta move on. It's NYX. It's the NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream in the shade Teddy Fluff. UOMA Beauty, yeah. UOMA. I'm just gonna do a poll right now while I decide. But I also got another fun thing that's drugstore. It's the NYX Epic Smoke Liner in the shade Nude Haze. So I'm gonna open this up, and I think I'm definitely gonna use this for my eye makeup look. So let's start with some eyeliner. Hopefully I can get this child-proof box open. So I filmed 2 videos yesterday. My goal was to film 3. I only got to 2 for many reasons. I was having like one of those off days where like you just can't, your brain's not firing, you know. I was having an off day, and YouTube kind of suffered for that reason. Like I only got 2 videos out. or 2 videos done when I really had a goal of 3 that I needed to do just based on like my schedule and stuff. But anyway, we're here now and we're doing it live, so that makes everything better. Okay, so
57 or 52% no. Oh, now it's 50-50. Oh, now it's 52%, yes.
for Alma Beauty,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Oh, that goes on really smooth. So this eyeliner has a like little smudger brush on the other end. This reminds me of like the Fenty brushes that are on the other end of their eyebrow pencils. So I'm gonna take that and oh wow, okay, that blends out real easy. Oh, that's pretty. Really pretty. So I'm gonna use this to smoke out my liner. Oh, I love the Naturium sunscreen. It's in my bathroom, unfortunately. I should really bring it out here so I can use it for my lives. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you're right. I do have a sunscreen that I like. Forgot about that. Okay. I know this has to do what I'm needing to know. Sounds juicy. What a cliffhanger. Okay, so I'm just gonna line this side of my eyes now.
Looks like so far the votes are 55%. You should use it, yes. To
The Elma, okay.
Alma Beauty.
Oh my god, you tried my concealer tips? That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, all those tips like in my makeup mistakes video, they're subtle, but they make a big difference in person, like I said in the video. Like it's one of those things where it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a big deal, but once you see those things in person, it just gives you a different finish to your makeup. All right, so I'm gonna do the Oma Beauty. Let's
60%, yeah.
let's dive into it. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 212 brush to blend on. I'm gonna start with this one first. Okay, I think I missed the other part of your question, Carly. I'm so sorry. That's pretty. Doesn't seem to be a lot of pigment behind the shadow, though. Can you try to read that question one more time?
From Carly.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
Question was...
it's pretty. I just feel like these products, like, there's not a lot of pigment behind it. So, like, it goes on pigmented, but then once you blend it out, it's, like, gone. I don't know.
Anything you've recommended that I've done always works.
Oh, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so happy to hear that, honestly. That's the whole point. Nice. The blush placement has changed the game for you. I know, I knew it, honestly. Like, it's such a game changer, especially, like, I know it's a game changer because it's changed so much for me. And, like, I have really full cheeks. Like, they're a huge part of my face, right? But the apples on my cheeks, they're down here. Like, this is where my apple is. So if I put my blush here, it's just gonna give my overall appearance, like, it's gonna bring it down a little bit. So by bringing my blush way up like I always do, it just brings my features back up and helps with gravity. I mean, okay, so I'm gonna finish off this side. Nice. Thank you for trying my tips. That makes me so happy that you're trying them and they're actually like helping you out. Really appreciate it. Okay, so the shadow is pretty. I just don't know if I'd recommend this to you guys. You know, like, I'll be able to create a pretty look with this, but there's just not a lot of pigment behind these shadows. Like, they're just kind of like, you blend them out into nothing. So I'm like having to really like layer this over and over again to get the right amount of color that I'm looking for. You're a beginner? Oh, nice. I love that all my tips are helping you. That's honestly it just makes it all worth it. Same brush, I'm gonna dip into a little bit of that darker shade and then mix it with the lighter one and just add it to my crease. Okay. You forward that to your mom? That's awesome. Oh wait, did you say your mom or your niece or both?
And her mom, niece.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. My sister commented on one of my videos. It was like, I feel personally attacked by the makeup getting on your steering wheel, because my sister's always applied her foundation and stuff with her hands. Like it's like been our biggest joke. Like I've given her so many makeup brushes in our life, like in the past couple of years especially. I've given her so many and she still uses her fingers, and I crack up. It like makes me laugh so hard. But I knew she was gonna feel like personally attacked when I talked about like getting your makeup on your steering wheel. It was just, you know, it was just it wasn't like a serious question. Like, like I asked on my video, like, you know, what do you do with that foundation that's on your fingers? Like, do you get on your steering wheel? It was like a rhetorical question. Like, obviously I didn't really mean that, but my point was, it's a pain in the butt to have to clean foundation off of your hands. That was the only point I was trying to make. And the comments, you guys, were wild, like wild about this. And I just didn't see it coming. So people were feeling attacked by this. They were feeling like, you know, I don't know. It was taken just really the wrong way, which is unfortunate, you know. I wasn't intending that at all, obviously. It was just more of like a rhetorical question, like, what do you do with it? Well, obviously you could wash your hands, duh. But the point I was making was, it's not convenient to have to do that. And it's more convenient just to have a tool, like a brush, that you don't have to clean immediately after. Yeah, you could go home and clean it like when you're done, but you don't have to clean it, was my point. I'm gonna go back to the eyeliner and move on. Oh, Carly, I'm so curious. Who else do you watch on YouTube? If you don't mind sharing. I always just find it interesting.
Jenny 19 said I was watching your, can you see that question?
No.
I was watching your setting powder video yesterday. You're like an educator of makeup. You really get into the details of how to maximize and use makeup products.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much for watching my videos and following along.
Did you see that?
I started using more brushes because of you. I usually use a sponge. Sponges are great too. Yeah, obviously I use sponges too. I love them. I'm gonna switch my brush back to that small pencil one from BK Beauty and just start to smudge out this liner a little more. I didn't like that little tool that's on the other end. I love Andrea Ollie. I love her. Such a fan. She's just so soothing to watch, you know? And, you know, she's not like, here's the thing, like, I'm all about like educators on, oh my God, Katie Fawn. So Katie Fawn, I subscribed to, I saw her, I found her on YouTube, and then I went to follow her on Instagram, like just recently, because I saw one of her videos pop up on YouTube, like in the algorithm. So I went to go follow her on Instagram, and it said follow back. So she already followed me. And I was like, oh, you already followed me. Like, that was so sweet. But she's so cute. Like, I just like her like genuine personality. Like, she doesn't hold back. She's not trying to be anyone. She's not. Like, I like just really enjoy that. Like, seeing that on the internet. It's just very refreshing and very nice to see. So that's so cool that you know who Katie Fawn is. Shout out to her. And she's young too. Oh my gosh, she's so young. She's got like that young, flawless skin. So I'm lining my eyes a little more with this liner. This liner is not the most pigmented. So kind of, I don't know, a little disappointed with this liner, to be honest. I've had to go over it and over it like 1,000 times as I'm talking to you guys. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the color that I got. It's just too natural. Like I said, I got Nude Haze. Getting a little disappointed with the drugstore stuff right now. But I have another drugstore item that I got just recently, and I know I love this. I've used this a couple times. I've totally like used this over the last week as my liquid liner. The only thing is I've only used this probably like for 7 days straight, to be totally honest. And it's already getting dried up. It's the Essence Lash Princess Liner in brown. You guys know that I love the Lash Princess mascara, even though it flakes like crazy. But now they have a liner, and it's like a chubby felt tip liner pen. And I love the color. It's so natural. It's like this beautiful, natural, dark brown. But man, it's already getting dried up. And like I said, I've only used it for like the last week. Carly, I'll totally try her brand. I'll definitely like put in an order. I know she has like lip products like glosses and lipsticks only, I think, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so I'm just gonna do.
You see that pin comment?
So you watch Manny MUA.
So one question is, how many times can you use brush sponge before washing them? I hate cleaning brushes.
God, me too. And you guys, part of Sunday is like I have like a bag of dirty brushes from my makeup kit that I have to like deep clean and wash. And it's just, they're in my kitchen right now and they're already giving me anxiety because I have so many to clean. And I have like tons of personal brushes I need to clean as well. To answer your question about sponges, honestly, I would clean them. I want to go longer than 3 days, to put it that way. And just get a bar of Dove soap, wash it like that with the bar of Dove soap, lay it flat on a towel to dry, or just use it right after. Like that's the beauty of beauty blenders and like beauty sponges is you could wash them and then immediately use them right after. So way more convenient than like deep clean a makeup brush where you have to lay it flat and like let it dry overnight. So I know my assistant always asks me if she, if she wants me to come, if I want her to come over and wash my brushes. I just feel like, honestly, like a jerk doing that. So I won't do it. I'd never take her up on the opportunity ever. So she's offered so many times. My husband will help me every once in a while though. He's good at washing brushes too. Huh.
I love it.
He loves it. You know why he loves it? Because it's not part of his job and he doesn't have to do it like multiple times in a week. So it's like fun to him.
Those sponges are my favorite.
Yeah, he likes to wash the sponges. I hate washing the sponges. Okay, so super disappointed with the eyeshadow. It's just a hot mess in there. It's not sticking. It's already getting creasy. I'm really annoyed. But we're gonna move on. And to continue the look, even though I don't want to keep using this eyeshadow palette, I'm stubborn and I want to finish the look off. So you know, I'm gonna use my fingertips and I'm gonna dip into which one? Let's do this one. Let's see how much pigment we can get from this. Okay, well, I mean, shimmers are a little different. It's pretty pigmented. Oh, I know, the bacteria is ridiculous. But here's a tip for you guys. So you know when you like take your sponges on the go and you like put in your makeup bag with the rest of your brushes, don't throw it in there like this, okay? This is what I do. I put it in a tissue, wrap it up all nicely. That way that makeup doesn't get all over my brushes and my brush handles and spreads all that like makeup and spreads like bacteria and all that kind of stuff. That way this also doesn't get contaminated with any other things that are around it. So you're eliminating any dust from getting on your makeup sponge, lint, whatever's around it. You're eliminating any of that risk. So you're keeping it nice and clean, but you want to keep it in something dry like this, because if you kept it like, let's just say you kept it in like a Ziploc bag, for example, if your sponge is at all damp, it can start to create and grow mildew and mold. So you don't want to do that. So keeping it in something dry like this is a game changer. So that's just like a little hot tip for you. Now let me go back to my poorly behaving drugstore eyeshadow that I'm really bummed about because I was really excited for that eyeshadow palette. Like the colors are so pretty. Like these colors are stunning. They're beautiful. But man, I'm bummed. I'm gonna give this one a shot one more time. and just blend out. My husband's laughing. He's like, why do you keep bothering? Well, I've committed to the drugstore full face, so I'm gonna keep going. Okay, well, we're gonna move on and we're gonna do some mascara. I really like this e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's called Big Mood Mascara. Has a huge wand. Huh? Yeah. Favorite lipsticks. You know, I was actually going to do a dedicated video on YouTube on my favorite lipsticks, so hang tight. I'm going to try to film that soon. I just need to restock some of my favorites, to be honest, because I'm out of so many of them. Carly, wait and let me try to find if I have a code for you guys so I could share a code before you buy. Oh, thank you, Maggie. That's so sweet. You know what's funny is just something like I want to talk about really quickly. The amount of views I get versus subscribers. And I know that I'm guilty of this, and I think I've actually talked about this before maybe, but you know, we watch people on YouTube and we watch videos and we watch them like the same people like weekly, you know, we see their videos pop up, but it's so easy to forget to subscribe, like so easy. And I know this because I've done it for years, honestly. And with people that I was convinced, like, oh no, I know I'm subscribed to their channel, and I'll go and check, and I'm not, and I'm like horrified by it because, you know, you just assume that you've subscribed, right? So you might see me doing this more often on my channel. I'm gonna have to be that person where I'm like, don't forget to subscribe, and like calling attention to it, just because I have to get my subscriber count up, or like it's a goal of mine, obviously, to get my subscriber count up. So don't be surprised if you see me like asking a little more, like not aggressively, but just asking more. Okay, just getting this mascara on. A little bit on my Tina that's probably not scorching hot. I'm so excited for my subscriber count to grow too, and hopefully it happens, you know, sooner than later. I have been growing on, like, I'm super grateful. Like, I've definitely had like a lot of growth recently too, and again, like, I'm just super grateful, but it's definitely a goal to keep continuing to grow and to keep getting my videos out there because I want to help people, and I know that I have like really good tips and like value to give to people. What? My husband's laughing at me.
Stephanie had a cute comment.
Oh.
She says, I'm gonna age myself by asking where the like button is.
Oh my god, that's so funny. You're so, I mean, this is like a judge-free zone over here. Like, I'm nice. I'm not gonna make fun of anybody over here. Okay, I need to sit up straight. I don't know why I'm like hunched over doing this. Okay, so finishing off my mascara. Definitely not thrilled with this patchy eye makeup, but you know, someone had to try it. That someone was me, so I'm glad I got to try this for you all. I'm gonna go back to my face and let's do a little liquid highlighter. This is from Milani. The brand sent me a bunch of these just recently. It's like a liquid illuminator in 01 Lunar, but they have like a whole bunch of different shades. They have contours that they launched. I'm gonna squeeze some out because it's pretty messy. And let's do
Erica says I'm glad you took the risk for us. Erica says I'm glad you took the risk for us.
Oh yeah, I got you. Because you know what? I can just wash this off if I don't like it. I don't want to look at it throughout the day. But I don't want you guys to waste your money on products that are not going to be ideal. So I'll be the test dummy.
See Jasmine's comment. Jizzle Branches says, you're the kindest person ever, so supportive.
Oh.
All the comments, always. You must be the joy to be around.
Oh, I try to be, you know. My husband, my husband's laughing. I'm only laughing because he's laughing. Wow. I am a joy to be around. I was gonna make a funny joke until he started cracking up next to me. I was gonna say I am a joy to be around, except maybe if you ask my husband like when it's the wrong time of the month, I don't know. He's got his like hood on. Okay. This is okay. Not sure I love this either. Guys, this drugstore makeup is going south quickly. I mean, this spread like all over my face like a wildfire. I'm going to try to fix that. I'm going to go back to my powder and my tried and true trusty BFF powder puff. These are linked on my Amazon favorites video in case you're looking for them. They're like 10 bucks or 12 bucks. No, maybe they're cheaper than that. They're ridiculously cheap and you can buy them at a pack of 12. Really not digging this makeup, you guys. Really not digging it. Huh? You like it?
You should do a pull on the lip.
All right, I'm gonna do this lip.
Oh, you decided do a pull.
No, I don't have any other. I mean, I have some other options, but like I have like a pink gloss. The rest of them you've seen. Like I have my e.l.f. stuff over here. No, I really want to try this. Okay, so bear with me. This might not be the best eye makeup for this lip, but let's try it out.
Sarah says, are you still liking the L'Oreal foundation that you put on?
Oh yeah, I love that foundation. Shark Week.
And I get Shark Week.
Oh my god, that was so funny. I haven't heard anyone refer to it as Shark Week in a really long time. Oh my god, that was funny, Carly. Wow. Was that Carly or Brittany that said that? It was Brittany? Mm-hmm. Oh my god. That was really funny. Okay, I have a mild case of the sillies now.
I don't get it.
My husband doesn't get the reference.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 1000%.
Anyway, let's get this on.
What do you think about the hexagon brush that's called the Miracle Brush?
Is that the one that's used to like fill in your eyebrows? Oh my god. Yeah. Shark Week sucks because I just like lose my soul. Mm-hmm. I'm not mean. No.
Must be.
I'm not mean. I just lose my soul. Like I'm like gone. Like mentally I'm somewhere else. Like I'm just spaced out, can't focus, have horrible headaches, and I'm wiped out.
Your makeup look beautiful, so.
Thank you. It's not my best work, guys. I can already tell you hate this lip. My husband just looked at me like, I don't know about that lip. Well, I need a little more warmth to my skin, to be totally honest. I'm feeling extremely pale. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just feeling a little pale with this lip. And also like that blush, like where did it go? It's gone. It's like off my face.
It's patchy.
It's so patchy. Wow, you guys. It's so patchy.
SRAXAN says, will you ever do a how I styled myself video?
Especially your jewelry. Oh, most of my jewelry is custom. I mean, actually, sorry. My rings are custom except for this one. And my bracelet is custom. My husband made this. These are not custom, but I have a lot of my stuff is like gifts that I've gotten. Like these were both gifts. Like my husband gave me this one. My friend Susan gave me this evil eye. I never take these off. So people ask me for like links to certain things all the time and I just don't have them. They don't exist. Like But as I wrap this makeup look up, did I miss any good makeup questions that
Have an idea of why
you would like to re-ask me while I'm not focused on this patchy eye makeup and patchy drugstore cheek?
this one says, have an idea why does my lightener concealer under my eyes look gray instead of brightening the area?
Because you're not color correcting.
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, okay, so sorry. Somebody asked me. Who asked me this?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I might have missed your name, but
Does my lighter concealer
thank
under my
you.
eyes look instead, yeah.
To the person asking about their concealer looking gray, I'm not able to tag. Yes, okay, so for that question, to answer your question, why your concealer could be looking gray on your eyes instead of looking like bright and highlighted is you're not color correcting. So you just have to color correct. Put something out, it's either like a peach, a pink, a red, depending on like what your skin tone is. I don't know what your skin tone is, so you could just let me know. Let's say you're like my skin tone. So if I don't color correct, and instead I just put like I'm relying on like a light concealer to like brighten and conceal and to, you know, highlight my under eyes, it's gonna end up looking gray because you're putting it on top of either like a purple pigmentation or red pigmentation, whatever your under eye darkness is. You need to color correct it first. You need to bring balance to that area before you put a lighter concealer on top, because if you don't, you're gonna end up having like a really almost like a gray ashy look to your under eyes, which I'm assuming you're not going for that. So find a color corrector. It doesn't even have to be a color corrector specifically. It could just be like a pink toned or a peachy toned or more of a red based concealer. Put that down first and then put your brighter concealer on top, and that will make a huge difference. Any other questions I missed before I hop off this live and stare at this drugstore makeup in different lighting and probably take it off? Yeah, that eyeshadow is just, there's just no pigment. Crazy. Crazy. I'm not, actually, I would have liked this lip on its own, but with this eye makeup, it's not doing it for me, you guys. Really is not. And that highlighter is adding to the patchiness that is my cheek. But you know what? You can't win them all, so it's all right. Could have been better. I'm going to wrap up this drugstore makeup look. I'm going to blow out my hair. I'm actually going to blow out my hair with a drugstore Revlon round brush. That's how I blow dry my hair when I blow dry. That's the only thing that I use. I let it like air dry to like 80% or 85%, and then I use that round brush, and it's like amazing. So
favorite drugstore neutral eyeshadow palette.
Favorite drugstore neutral eyeshadow palette. You know what I really like, and I wish I could have used this, but I wanted to use something that you guys have never seen. ColourPop is now at Target, which is now making it a drugstore. It's considered a drugstore makeup line now. But this one from ColourPop, the Send Nudes, is so pretty. Like, I love this one so much. It's not patchy. It's super pigmented. It goes on incredibly well. You could blend it out with ease. So this is like such a hit. So if I had to suggest a neutral eyeshadow palette, pick this one up. It's at Target, or it's like at ColourPop on their website. And I think it's like $14 or $10. Any other questions before I wrap this up and I go and I take this makeup off and I take down my tray? Actually, I'll probably leave it on because I don't want to deal with the wear and tear of taking off my makeup and then having to reapply it. Any other questions? No? All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun catching up with you all again. I'm sorry I missed last week. I will be here next Sunday. I'm not leaving. I'm not going on a travel job, so I'll be here to hang out with you all. We'll do a different theme. We're not going to do a drugstore theme next week. I don't think I'm going to do a drugstore theme again for a minute, unless it's on YouTube and I buy some new stuff. But this was kind of disappointing, I'm not going to lie. Carly, I promise you I'm going to reach out and I'm going to get that code for you. I'm going to get the code for all of you guys, not just you. I'll spread the love for all of you. I think that's it. But Carly, the code. Yeah, I promise I'll give you the code, Carly. You're so funny. But yes, reach out to me on Instagram if you have any other questions. You can always leave me a comment on like one of my reels. That's like the quickest way to get me to respond because I'll see that before anything. My DMs are like loaded up right now, so like that's really hard for me to go through. But I have a new video coming out next Saturday, and then I'll see you guys next Sunday for another live. And I'll make sure to make it fun. We'll pick a theme and we'll do a poll. And we'll go from there. But yeah, this was my drugstore makeup. Patchy, super patchy, but I'll list all the products anyway, and you guys can decide if you want to like check them out or not. But I love you all. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.